Thank you. I yield, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman yields. Chair not recognized the gentleman from Colorado, Mr. Lamborn.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Secretary Del Toro, the last time I saw you, we were under the ice up in the Arctic Ocean, ICE-X. We were on an attack sub, and that was quite an experience.
Yes, sir.
There's some amazing capability that we field out there. Admiral Franchetti, I'll ask my first question to you. Over the past several years, Congress has appropriated over $3 billion for the development of the Conventional Prompt Strike, CPS, hypersonic missile. Yet to date, that program has yet to successfully test an all-up round. I understand these testing problems are driving a program replan that aims to field the hypersonic capability on USS Zumwalt by the end of 2025 and the Virginia-class SSN 5 years later in 2030. Given the recently reported shipbuilding delays, are these platforms on track to accommodate hypersonic capability on this timeline?
Well, thank you for the question. And, first let me say how important the CPS capability is. It's extremely lethal, maneuverable, and it's something that we need to have going forward. And we're in development of that program along with the Army. And so we're committed to developing that, getting that out as quickly as possible, and making sure that we are doing all the proper testing to move that forward. As far as our platforms go, the Zumwalt entered the shipyard down in Pascagoula now. And, I went down to visit her just about maybe a month ago, and they're moving fast to get her ready for the CPS alt. And I'm looking forward to getting her out. And so when she's done, that would be coincident with the missile being ready. The Virginia payload, we've certainly seen some of the delays in our submarines. And, right now we want to invest in the submarine industrial base so we can increase the cadence and really set the conditions to meet the cadence and delivery that we really need going forward. And that will be part of that capability.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I understand that some critical flight tests for CPS are scheduled for later this year, and I'm hopeful that they'll be successful, but I think we're not moving fast enough. Can you please tell us specifically what we can do to increase the tempo or cadence of the testing?
Well, I think, continuing to work with our testing community, with Admiral Wolf, with everyone who's involved with this, and the Army, they are moving with a sense of urgency, and they feel that every single day.
Secretary Del Toro, since the October 7th attack on Israel, we've seen a steadily deteriorating security environment in the Middle East. One of the hallmarks of that environment is the attacks by Iranian-backed militias, specifically using cheap attack drones. I applaud the U.S. Navy's performance in defending against this threat, but it comes at a significant and unsustainable cost long term. You testified to the Senate Appropriations Committee that the service required about $1 billion to replenish stocks of air defense missiles. And General Kurilla told this committee that he encourages the Navy to deploy directed energy, specifically shipborne lasers such as the Helios system, to get on the right side of the cost per shot equation. So, Secretary, Undersecretary Hsu recently said the department is working on a directed energy system for the Navy with 3 times the power of existing systems. Can you update us on what the Navy is doing to develop shipboard directed energy capability?
Thank you, Congressman. You're absolutely right that we need to make even greater investments in the future. We should have been making them for a long, long time. But nevertheless, we are continuing to make investments in order to get Helios deployable. She will hopefully be deployable here sometime in the next several months, but certainly by the end of the year, hopefully on USS Preble. But we have 6 other programs, including some of the one that Heidi Hsu is talking about as well, to make added investments in more high-power lasers, as well as other directed energy programs, many of which are also SAP programs that we can't talk about openly.
And General Smith, I know that part of the Force Design 2030 has been to rethink the capabilities of the Marine Corps and the needs in the Indo-PACOM theater. Can you talk about the importance of systems like the medium-range intercept capability, which is a directed energy capability, and what we're doing to speed up its delivery to the Marines?
Well, sir, I can. The MRIC, medium-range intercept capability, is one of the backbones of our strategy. It paired with a TPS-80 Gator radar can sense targets, very small diameter targets at great range, and can intercept them at great range. And at a different classification level, I can discuss the range with you. But it is a critical part of our force design throughout the first island chain to disrupt a potential PRC attack.
Thank you all, and I yield back.